Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. How you guys doing? Welcome. How you guys doing? Welcome to Days Gone. I know y'all missing your boy, the Tip Master. We're gonna be getting back into the Days Gone series. Been a long awaited, man. I'm gonna have some videos dropping too, some more tip videos. I gotta get back in the game in general. So the topic we're gonna be talking about is, do we really need a Days Gone remaster? I thought I'd just chime in on it before it comes out, because I think I'm just going ahead and upgrade to it and get more deeper into the game. Just, trying to get out of Madden, get out of 2K, get out of that, and just start adventuring into more games I can actually deep dive in. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, Days Gone is one of my favorite games. Actually, one of my, closest dudes I used to know got me into it. I ain't really paid attention to Days Gone like that until I went ahead and scooped it up and actually played the game. And it is one of my favorite zombie games, man. I wish they had co-op to it, man. I think that'd be so crazy, because the wave feature in that thing. So I really hope they added to it. But do we really need a remaster? I believe no. But I understand why we need a remaster. I don't know, but it's just my opinion that I believe that they are trying to raise money up themselves to produce Days Gone 2. I believe that's what they're trying to do. Because I do not get why that game does not have a sequel. And the only imperial thing that I can actually think of is that, shoot, in general basis, is like, only thing I'm thinking of is remaster wise, they need to raise money to do it if Sony not really paying attention to it. And they sold over a million copies and everything. The game is good. Like, that's why I said I'm about to start, digging my game log and start playing, my old games. I'm thinking about getting Spider-Man, all types of stuff. So I'm about to just go back to being a solo gamer. I'm still going to do the tip videos for Madden and stuff like that. I'm not going to shy away from that, bread and butter. But, Days Gone was one of my favorite games I played. That's why, I did very well in views on it. I wish I would have waited till I got partnered to do it, but we got some more tip videos coming, man. I'm actually jump back into the game, break the game down, and give you, more of a synopsis about the game, stuff like that. So we're really going to get more deeper into it. In general, the remaster was in a way I feel was a slap in the face, but in general, Days Gone is a pretty good game. It is a really good game. Like, the story was perfect, the characters was perfect. That's what I'm thinking about, just replaying it, probably, doing another Let's Play on it. But in general, the game is fantastic. And I don't know why they just never just like flipped to 2. Like, I was ready for it. I'm like, oh man, the way it ended was such a cliffhanger. No spoiler alert. I'm not going to tell you in case y'all never, played it or whatever, but I bought the game, a while back, and I played that game to the fullest, and I did a whole, tip videos on it, and it's still getting views to this day. People are still playing Days Gone, and I'm very surprised y'all support me in playing it. I might get back into it. Find some more hidden tips for you guys to get a little bit more immersive in the game. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a little deep dive into it. Like, I know people really like the game like that. So it's like the same identical thing with the Division in general, because it's like, okay, we got Days Gone, people still playing, and we still got, Division fans. So it's like, we got these underrated games that really don't get any shine and they don't want to put money behind, and it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. It brings a little bit more of a aspect to the game that's not really brought up. And a lot of people, as far as, I guess, the creation side of it, and, Sony and everybody that's not really, pushing for 2 like the fans are. And I really think Ben Studios should just say, okay, just like off of the TV show Bear, okay, F you, watch this. Like, I believe they should just, and I believe this is their way of starting their fund and funding for part 2, and I believe that's what they're doing, is funding for part 2, and is giving a little bit more insight of the game, a little bit more. And Ben Studios, I believe they can do it. They can actually take this franchise to the, you know, I would be, if I was to insert, I might do a video on that, because I feel as though they're in the same setting. I'm gonna save that topic for later, but you know, I will put Ben Studios against, you know, the Last of Us creators, and I would say they actually neck and neck, because not including the world is more immersive, but not just the aspect of the, you know, I think they call them seekers, walkers. I forgot what they call them on, being seekers or something. I forgot. I ain't played the game in so long, but you know, little zombies or whatever. And it's not really brought to the forefront of, you know, like The Last of Us is. They milking Last of Us like it's just they're milking that game. And I'm like, shoot, they should be milking Days Gone. And I'm like, Days Gone is way more, it's way more incentive. I feel as though The Last of Us is a story game, and the Days Gone is like a story, open world adventure, third person shooter. It's so much in that game. It's like, God, it's like it was so much in the game. It just, people never sat there and really, and I feel as though I kind of fault Sony for not promoting the game like they do Last of Us, you know, like they do, like they just pump and pump. And I feel as though they never gave Days Gone that type of ad push, you know, like, cause I think Days Gone is, I hate this, like, it's the most slept on zombie game, and the Quiet as Kept, I think it's kind of better than The Last of Us, because it has everything. You can customize, you can create. Don't get me wrong, Last of Us got, you know, got good creative things, but to me, if you want that experience of the open world, third person shooter, action, and all, you can hit, man, it's everything in The Last of Us mechanically, but with more of the aspect of the zombie horror, and the hordes are amazing. I love the horror feature in Days Gone, and I think it's so intense and immersive, especially if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna die quickly. But if you know what you're doing, you know what you're running and stuff like that. And that's what made me more interested in getting back into the game for you guys, because y'all still watch my tip videos like crazy. So I feel as though like they need to push the game more. I don't know why they're not giving the game a little bit more notoriety. And I feel as though the remaster is a funded way to produce too. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, why the hell are we getting a remaster? We can just go back and play it on, you know, get a hard drive, install it, put it on, you know, and play it on the 5. Like, I don't see why a remaster is cool. But I did see them say they added new level, you know, new level, a new horde mission or whatever, stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm all for it. You know, I'm definitely all for it. I wouldn't mind playing on the 5 and see how it is quality wise, and seeing how it is. I might, you know, do a let's play on it. I might do that, do the let's play on the remaster, and just play it on there. If y'all interested, man, make sure y'all hit NG, No Sleep Gaming. I'm probably leaving a description or something, but y'all probably see a playlist of games on my channel. But in general, I believe Days Gone should have a push. They should have a push, because they actually, in Quiet as Kept, they the most low key, and I feel as though Last of Us is covering them up, and I think that's not fair. Ben Studios is a beast company, and I feel as though they should get way more notoriety than Last of Us. I was just saying, because we can only play The Last of Us so many damn times. I mean, I haven't even played 2 yet, because they still got their price jacked up, and I feel as though it's been out for a while. So I'm not about to pay no $40-$50 for that game. I think it should be at least $20-$25 on a deal or something like that. But yeah, that's just me. I don't know. But in general, the game is fantastic. And Days Gone Remaster, I wouldn't mind, but I really think we didn't need it. But I understand why we need it, because I feel as though Ben Studios is about to do a FU moment. Like, okay, if y'all not going to help us, skip it. We just about to put the money up ourselves. And I feel as though that's what Ben Studios is probably going to do. I believe Ben Studios, if they do it right in this remaster, and I know this remaster, people are going to get it. People are going to get it. I mean, come on, man. People are going to get it just to see quality wise how it is, how the game is remastered. It's a good game. I wouldn't mind, and that's the game I wouldn't mind buying in general. And I have other stuff I want to talk about too as well. And but overall, The Last of Us can be immersive in a way, but it's not really being extracted to be more notarized. And I feel as though it's the most underrated game and a lot of people don't play. And just like I said, we got hidden fans just like The Division that supports this game. And it's like Sony just putting them on the back burner. Like they ain't just show out. They ain't just sell those over 1 million copies in a certain amount of time. Like they got the proof. They made the profit. So yo, let us do too. Like, and like, no, we're going to do the last. And I'm like, man, don't get me wrong. The Last of Us is a good franchise. I love the series. I have not played 2, so don't tell me. I was going to go back and play 1 because I haven't played The Last of Us in forever. And I'm waiting for a game I really want to talk about too in the future that I'm really going to immerse myself in heavy. I'm going to tell y'all that in the future. I'm definitely going to still do Days Gone and stuff, but in general, the game is not being notarized. And I feel as though us fans, us gamers, us that's actually immersed in the game, I believe we should support. But I know the remaster sound kind of funny because you like, man, Kool-Aid, why are we buying a remaster? We already bought it for, a certain price or whatever. I caught it on a deal. I think I caught it for like 20. It was like a hell of a deal. I caught it on like $20 or something last I bought it. But the reason I say like, man, we should actually immerse ourselves in this game a little bit more because it's way more you can do in this game than The Last of Us. And I feel as though it needs more notoriety. And by them adding this remaster, I believe low key, I think they're going to fund it themselves. Ben Studios ain't say nothing about it, but it's coming. It's coming. I believe Days Gone 2 is not going to come today. I mean, not this year. I wouldn't say right now, but I would say probably next year we're going to see Days Gone 2. I believe next year we're probably going to see some notoriety of it, of them like, okay, we're making Days Gone 2. We're probably going to have a real short trailer of him probably because the story is so deep. I was like, God, the story is so good. And I was like, man, it's just to see it end. I'm like, oh man, do we really understand like how this part 2 will begin? Or are they just gonna like, I hate to say this, are they just doing a remaster for another milk thing like Last of Us? And that's what I believe is going on. But I don't know. It's hard to say with these developers because these developers are going back and forth, and we don't know if they true or real about it or not, and we don't know. So we got to take it with a grain of salt as much as we can as Days Gone players. And I would say be supportive as you can. If the remaster launches, if you're a content creator, hey, promote it as much as you can. I will as much as I can. I'm about to get back into it myself and just immerse myself with the controls and stuff like that again. Get back warmed up into it and do more tip videos for you guys. And understanding that this game can go so much further if Sony just give it a chance. And Ben Studios is a hell of a studio, and I feel as though they can come out with some brilliant stuff and brilliant storylines. And I wasn't expecting Days Gone to be that good because I always, when I first saw it and my dudes I know got me into the game, I never thought it would be that immersive. Like I was just like, oh, I can make content with this. I didn't know it would be that immersive to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, let's do it. And I was like, man, people watching it, people like this game. People, will sit here and play it. So it's immersive. A lot of people don't understand how deep the game actually goes. It's more complex. I would say it's a lot of traveling. A lot of traveling you got to do in that game. Last time I remember, a lot of traveling you got to do. But I think they have fast travel in there, if I'm not mistaken. They have fast travel. But it's so fun riding a bike, having that incentive. The dolls coming after you, taking over places, It was fun. And people need to realize that the remaster is I think it's going to be supporting too. But in a way, in general, I don't believe we need it, but money talks, you know what I'm saying? So business is business. So I just hope they know what they're doing and not just look at this as another money grab and look at this as another telltale type of situation. And I just really hope they actually push the game more and make the game more immersive to play. That's how I look at it as. I really hope they make it more immersive to play and make it more cooler for players to play too as well. So, So that's about it. I didn't want to, make this video probably super long, but I hope y'all enjoy. We back in the Days Gone business. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm going to get back into making tip videos for you guys in the future. Just let me get in the game. Let me get my feet warmed up because we're going to go back to solo gaming, and we're going to be working on the Let's Play channel to play new games. So be on the lookout for that. You might see it on the front of my channel of different Let's Play games I'm going to be playing. And yeah, I'm going to probably switch it out every once in a while so people can actually go over there and go to it. It's called No Sleep Gaming. No Sleep Gaming. NSG. Starting a thing over there where I'm going to be playing, Let's Plays. You'll have a whole 20 or 30 minutes. I'm trying to narrow it down to 20 or 30 minutes of video. So probably going to be 20 minutes of video. So I think that's a fair go to watch on. So yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you guys for coming by. We're about to get back into Days Gone, so be on the lookout for them heavy deep dive videos and tutorials. I hope y'all enjoy. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.